She posted, "If you can't trust me, you don't deserve me." While deleting messages right in front of me, I liked the post and commented, "You're absolutely right." Then changed my relationship status. She called me 31 times before midnight asking what does that mean. I 28 male met Jenna 2 years ago at a friend's housewarming. She was everything. Sharp, funny, could roast you into silence then make you laugh about it. We clicked instantly, moved in together after 8 months, split everything 50-50 on paper, but somehow I was always covering just this month when her freelance work dried up. The thing about Jenna was she had this way of making you feel like you were overreacting to everything. Question why she's texting at 3 a.m. Wow. Didn't know I was dating the FBI. Ask who Derek from work is. He's literally gay, but sure. Be jealous. She'd roll her eyes and I'd feel stupid for asking. 3 weeks ago we're on the couch. She's scrolling Instagram while I'm half watching some documentary about penguins. I glance over and see her typing a message. Normal couple stuff, right? Except she tilts her phone away. Subtle, but I notice. Then, and this is what got me. She deletes the entire conversation thread. Not just one message, the whole thing. Who was that? I ask, keeping it casual. She doesn't even look up. Becca planning her bachelorette party. Super secret stuff. Laughs, kisses my cheek, goes back to scrolling. But here's the thing. Becca got married last year. I was at the wedding. Jenna was my +1. That's when she posts it right there while I'm still processing the Becca lie. She uploads one of those toxic positivity quotes to her story. "If you can't trust me, you don't deserve me." The phone is literally still warm from her deleting messages. I liked the post. Commented, "You're absolutely right." Then changed my relationship status to single. The first call came within 3 minutes. I let it ring. By midnight I had 31 missed calls, 47 texts ranging from "to pick up your phone" to "this isn't funny anymore." My favorite was "I'm coming over." She had a key, but joke's on her. I'd already changed the locks that afternoon. Took my lunch break to handle it. The locksmith asked if everything was okay. I said yeah. Just upgrading security. He gave me that look like he'd seen this before. Jenna showed up around 1 a.m. buzzing my apartment like she was trying to Morse code her panic. I watched from my window as she stood there in her oversized hoodie, my hoodie actually looking confused and angry and maybe a little scared. Good. The next morning Derek from work messaged me on LinkedIn. Apparently Jenna had given him some story about me, controlling and paranoid. He wanted to clear the air man to men. I thanked him for reaching out and mentioned I was confused since Jenna had assured me he was gay. The typing indicator appeared and disappeared about 15 times. He never replied. Update 1. So after my last post blew up, thanks for the awards, I guess. A lot of you asked what happened next. Buckle up, because Jenna went full nuclear. First she tried the sympathy route, posted this long emotional Instagram story about going through a tough time and learning to trust again after betrayal. The comments were exactly what you'd expect. Stay strong, queen, and he didn't deserve you. I watched it all unfold while eating cereal. Nearly choked on my Lucky Charms when my own mom commented with prayer hands emojis. Yeah. She got to my mom. Turns out Jenna had been texting my family, spinning some story about how I'd suddenly became paranoid and accused her of cheating with a gay coworker. My sister called me confused. My mom called me disappointed. My dad texted, "You good?" Which is his way of asking if I needed to talk without actually talking. I didn't defend myself. Didn't explain. Just sent them all the same message. There's more to the story. Give me time. But Jenna wasn't done. Day 3 she showed up at my work. Picture this. I'm in a meeting with 5 other people including my manager when reception calls. "Your girlfriend is here." She says it's an emergency. I excuse myself, already knowing this is going to be a performance. She's in the lobby, tears streaming down her face, holding a box of my stuff. Books, a watch. My grandfather gave me some clothes, making sure everyone can see her being the bigger person returning my things while clearly heartbroken. "I just wanted to give you these," she says, loud enough for the security guard to hear. "I don't understand why you're doing this, but I respect your decision." Then quieter, just for me. "I know about Rachel. Rachel is my coworker. We've worked together for 3 years. She's married to a woman has their wedding photo on her desk. What about Rachel? I asked, genuinely confused. Don't play dumb. I saw the lunch receipts. I almost laughed. We expense our lunch receipts when we work through lunch. It's company policy. Rachel's name is on them because she's the project lead who approves expenses, but I don't explain this. I just take the box, thank her for bringing my things, and turn to leave. That's it. She calls after me. You're not gonna fight for us. You said it yourself. I reply, not turning around. If I can't trust you, I don't deserve you. The security guard actually snorted. That night Derek updated his LinkedIn new job at a company across town. Weird timing, right? But the real kicker came when my buddy Tyler sent me screenshots from Tinder. Jenna was already on there. Profile said recently single, looking for someone who values honesty. Her main photo taken in my apartment. You can see my guitar in the background. Update 2. Remember how I mentioned we split everything 50-50? Well, that was the idea. The reality was messier. See, when we moved in together, Jenna's credit was shot from some misunderstanding with her previous roommate. So the lease went in my name. The utilities too. She'd transfer me her half each month except for all those months when work was slow, or when she had unexpected expenses, or when Mercury was in retrograde, or whatever excuse felt convenient. I'd been keeping track, spreadsheet and everything. Not to be petty. I just like knowing where my money goes. Turns out she owed me about $3,400. 2 weeks after the lobby incident, I get a text. Can we talk about the apartment? Here's what Jenna didn't realize. She had no legal right to the apartment. No name on the lease. No formal subletting agreement. Just my girlfriend who I let move in. Emphasis on let. We meet at a coffee shop, public place, witnesses the whole deal. She shows up looking put together. New highlights, nails done, wearing a dress I've never seen before. I think we should be adults about this. She starts. I'm willing to take over the lease. I almost spit out my coffee. You want to take over my lease? Our lease. I've been paying half. When? What do you mean when? I pull out my phone, show her the spreadsheet. Every month, every payment, every excuse. She goes pale. You kept track. That's really weird. What's weird is thinking you have claim to an apartment you don't pay for. She tries another angle. Fine. But I need time to find a new place. The market is crazy right now. How much time? 2 months. 2 weeks. That's impossible. Derek's hiring at his new company. Maybe they have good relocation benefits. The mask slips just for a second. This flash of pure rage before she catches herself. How did you? LinkedIn's a beautiful thing. She stands up so fast her chair screeches. You know what? Keep your stupid apartment. I'll stay with friends. Cool. I'll have your stuff packed by Thursday. Don't touch my things, then get them by Thursday. She storms out, leaves her coffee. It's one of those $7 drinks with extra everything. I drink it. Tastes like victory and vanilla. Thursday comes. She does it. I text once. Your stuff is in boxes by the door. Let me know when you're coming. I'm busy. Friday, Saturday, nothing. Sunday, I get a text from a number I don't recognize. Hi. This is Jenna's mom. She says you're holding her belongings hostage. I reply with screenshots of our text conversation. All of it, including the parts where I gave her multiple chances to get her stuff. I'll have her pick them up today. Her mom responds. Then I'm sorry about all this. Jenna shows up with her mom and some guy I don't recognize. Tall, trying too hard to look intimidating. He stays by the car while they load boxes. I stay in my apartment watching from the window. She's gotten everything when I see her stop. Turn around. She's realized something. The ring. Promise ring I'd gotten her for our anniversary. White gold. Simple. Expensive enough to mean something. Not so expensive that I'd be stupid to let her keep it. It's not in the boxes because it's in my sock drawer. See, I found it on the bathroom counter the night I changed the locks. She'd left it there like she always did when she showered, except she wasn't coming back for this shower. My phone buzzes. Where's my ring? What ring? Don't be petty. I'm not. I genuinely don't know what ring you mean. The promise ring. My promise ring. Oh, that ring. The one I bought with my money. That ring, you gave it to me. I did, as a symbol of trust and commitment. So what happened to the trust and commitment? She starts typing, starts again. Finally, I'm calling the police. Okay. She doesn't call the police. Update 3. She actually called the police, and other poor decisions. I know I said she didn't call the police. That was true. For about 48 hours. Tuesday morning, I'm working from home when there's a knock. I open the door to find 2 officers looking professionally bored. We're responding to a theft complaint. The taller one says, "Mind if we ask you a few questions?" I invite them in. Offer coffee. They decline. Turns out Jenna had filed a report claiming I stole jewelry worth over $2,000. She had receipts. Well, a receipt for a ring that cost $300. She'd apparently hoped they wouldn't ask for proof. The math wasn't just not matching, it was failing the entire grade. I show them my receipt, my credit card statement, my bank records showing the purchase. So you did buy the ring? The shorter officer says yes. And you gave it to her as a promise ring while we were together. But you're not together now. No. They exchange a look. The taller one sighs, "Sir, legally speaking, gifts don't have to be returned unless they're conditional gifts. Engagement rings can be conditional, but promise rings are just gifts." I finish. I know. I looked it up. So why didn't you return it? Because she cheated on me and I'm petty. They actually laugh. The shorter one tries to turn it into a cough. Look, the taller one says, "We can't make you return it. This is a civil matter. She'd have to take you to small claims court for a $300 ring. People have sued for less." They leave after suggesting we work it out like adults. I thank them for their time. 20 minutes later, my phone explodes. Apparently Jenna didn't appreciate the officers explaining how gift law works, or that filing a false report about the ring's value was technically a crime, or that wasting police resources over a $300 ring made her look unstable. Her word, not theirs. "This isn't over," she texts. "K," I reply. But here's where it gets interesting. Remember Tyler, who found her on Tinder? He matches with her. For science, he claims. Says he wants to see what she's telling people. Her bio now reads, "Fresh out of a toxic relationship. No drama. Good vibes only. If you know someone named Marcus, swipe left. My name's Marcus. So that's fun." Tyler screenshots everything. Her messages are exactly what you'd expect. She's the victim. I was controlling, paranoid, probably cheating myself, the usual projection playlist. But then she mentions Derek. My ex was so jealous of my coworker. Completely platonic relationship, but he couldn't handle me having male friends. Platonic. Not platonic. Platonic. Tyler, absolute legend that he is, asks about this platonic friend. "Oh, Derek and I don't talk anymore. My ex harassed him at his job. He had to transfer departments." Interesting. Because last I checked, LinkedIn doesn't call a completely different company across town a new department. It's another lie to add to the pile, a new coat of paint on her crumbling story. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the controlling ex. Tyler keeps fishing. Turns out Derek's girlfriend found their messages. Yeah. Girlfriend, not boyfriend. Derek wasn't gay. That was lie number. Honestly, I'd lost count. The messages were apparently inappropriate. Jenna insists they were just jokes inside jokes that required deleting at suspicious hours while I was in the same room. She overreacted just like my ex. Jenna tells Tyler. People see what they want to see. Tyler sends me everything. I don't respond. Just save the screenshots in a folder labeled receipts. You know, just in case. Wednesday night she texts again. "Can we please talk? I miss us." No. "I made mistakes, but so did you." "What mistakes did I make?" "You gave up on us." "I changed my relationship status without talking to me first." "You're right. I should have posted. If you can't stop deleting messages in front of me, you don't deserve me." "My bad." She sends a voice message. I don't listen to it. Thursday morning there's a knock. I check the peephole expecting round 2 with the police. It's Jenna with coffee from the place we used to go Sunday mornings. I don't open the door. I know you're home. She calls out. Your car is here. I stay quiet. I just want to talk. I have your coffee. Oat milk latte with an extra shot. She remembered my order. Nice touch. Marcus, please. I'm trying here. I text her. Leave. I'm at your door. I know. Leave. Can we act like adults? Adults don't delete messages. Adults don't lie about gay coworkers. Adults don't show up uninvited. Leave. She starts crying loudly. Performance level loud. My neighbor opens her door, sees Jenna, sees me watching through the peephole, and goes back inside. She's seen this movie before. Finally, Jenna leaves. The coffee stays. I get it an hour later. It's cold and she definitely spit in it. That afternoon I get an email from Jenna. Subject line closure. It's 3 pages single-spaced. I skim it. Lots of you never understood me and I felt suffocated, and Derek was just a friend until you pushed me away. So it's my fault she cheated. Classic. I don't reply. Instead I forward it to myself, add it to the receipts folder, then I go make my own coffee. Friday morning 7 a.m. My phone rings. Unknown number. I don't usually answer these, but something tells me to pick up. Is this Marcus? Yes. This is Derek. Plot twist. I wanted to apologize. He says I didn't know she had a boyfriend. For how long didn't she know? Pause. What? When did you find out she had a boyfriend? Longer pause. About 2 months ago. We've been together 2 years. Oh yeah. She said you were broken up. When? When what? When did she say we were broken up? Like 6 months ago. Interesting. We went to Cabo together 5 months ago. She said that was a girl's trip. I actually laugh. Let me guess. She had a lot of girls' trips. Yeah. Actually, we talked for 10 minutes. Turns out Jenna had a whole different life I knew nothing about. Work drinks that were dates, weekend shifts that were weekend getaways. That time she helped her mom move. She was at Derek's place playing house. I'm sorry, man. Derek says finally. I really didn't know at first, but you found out and kept going. Yeah. I did. That's on me. At least he owns it. Why are you calling? I ask. Because she's doing the same thing to me now. Found her on Tinder yesterday. That was fast. Tell me about it. We don't become friends or anything weird like that, but it's oddly validating comparing notes with the other guy. Turns out I wasn't crazy. The late night meetings were real. The deleted messages were exactly what I thought they were. Before we hang up, Derek mentioned something interesting. Hey. Did she ever tell you about her ex, the one before you? Said he was controlling and paranoid. Yeah. She told me the same thing about you. Funny how that works. Real funny. Anyway, thought you should know there's a pattern. After the call I sit with that for a while. A pattern. How many guys has she convinced they were crazy? How many times has she played this game? I check Instagram. She's posted another quote. Sometimes you have to let go of what's killing you, even if it's killing you to let go. The comments are supportive, understanding. Poor Jenna. Staying strong through heartbreak. I don't engage. Don't like it. Don't comment. Just screenshot it for the folder and move on, because here's what I learned. People like Jenna always tell on themselves. They post quotes about trust while lying. They demand honesty while hiding their phone. They cry victim while holding the knife. I changed my locks, kept my receipts, and learned to trust my gut. The ring's still in my sock drawer. I'll probably sell it eventually, or maybe I'll keep it as a reminder. A reminder that when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Even if they delete the evidence. Final update. Wasn't planning on updating again, but some of you have been asking how things turned out. Plus there's a twist I didn't see coming. Life moved on. I focused on work, started therapy. Yeah. Read its favorite advice, but it actually helped and slowly stopped checking Jenna's socials. The apartment feels like mine again. Replace the couch, bought plants that I somehow haven't killed yet, even started dating someone, taking it slow but she's cool. Hasn't deleted a single message in front of me, so that's a plus. Then last week I get a LinkedIn notification. Friend request from someone named Aaron. No mutual connections. His job title just says entrepreneur. I almost ignore it, but his message catches my eye. Hey Marcus. You don't know me, but I think we should talk. It's about Jenna. Against my better judgment, I accept. We exchange numbers. He calls that night. So Aaron starts, did she tell you I was abusive and controlling? You're the ex before me. Bingo. Turns out Aaron dated Jenna for 3 years. Their story is eerily familiar. The deleted messages, the gaslighting, the gay coworker who wasn't even the same, quotes posted on Instagram. But here's the kicker, Aaron stuck around long enough to catch her properly. Found her second phone. Yeah. Second phone. Not just deleting messages, but a whole separate device for her extracurriculars. Why are you reaching out now? I asked. Because she's doing it again. My buddy matched with her on Hinge. She's dating some new guy, posting happy couple photos, but she's still active on dating apps. That's not my problem anymore. No. But the new guy works at my company, seems like a decent dude. I'm debating whether to warn him. We talk for an hour, compare notes, laugh about the similarities. It's weirdly therapeutic, like group therapy for survivors of the same natural disaster. Before we hang up, Aaron drops one more bomb. Did she ever mention her sister? Sarah. Yeah. They're super close. There is no Sarah. What? She doesn't have a sister. Sarah is her backup story. When she needs an alibi, she's with Sarah. When she needs to explain a second phone, it's Sarah's old one. When money goes missing, she lent it to Sarah. I think back. All those times she visited Sarah, had to help Sarah move. Couldn't answer because she was consoling Sarah through another breakup. Jesus. Yeah. I met her actual family at a wedding. One brother. That's it. After the call, I do something I swore I wouldn't. I check her Instagram one last time. She's public now. New boyfriends in her photos. Tall. Clean cut. Probably makes decent money judging by the restaurants they're at. Caption on the latest: when you finally find someone who trusts you completely. The comments are full of friends congratulating her on finding the one. I almost feel bad for the guy. Almost. Then I remember it's not my circus, not my monkeys anymore. I close Instagram, delete the app, and go water my plants. But here's the real closure. Last month I ran into Jenna's mom at Whole Foods. Awkward doesn't begin to cover it. We do the polite smile, head nod, both reaching for the same avocados. Marcus, she says finally. How are you? Good. Really good. I'm glad. She looks down at the avocados in her hand, then back at me. I wanted to apologize for believing well, for taking her side without knowing the whole story. It's okay. She's your daughter. She gives a sad, tired sigh. Yes. But I raised her better than that, or I thought I did. She pauses, and for the first time she looks truly weary. She has a pattern, Marcus. She did this with Aaron, with someone before him. I kept hoping she'd grow out of it. Some people don't want to grow. She nods slowly. Take care of yourself, Marcus. You too. And that's it. That's the ending. No dramatic confrontation, no revenge beyond keeping my apartment in my sanity. Just two people in the produce section acknowledging that sometimes love isn't enough to fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed. The ring sold it, donated the money to a women's shelter, felt poetic somehow to everyone who's been through something similar. Trust your gut, document everything. And remember, when someone tells you they're trustworthy while actively proving they're not, believe the evidence, not the words. Oh, and change your locks. Seriously, do it now. Peace out, Reddit. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk about dodging bullets and slow motion.